What's up, Tubes? Been a while since I had just a one-on-one with y'all. But I got a topic today. I haven't really, actually, I mean, I put a lot of thought into it, and kind of studied it inside and out. But I haven't put too much thought into how I'm gonna format this video. So I figured I'll just go straight off top, straight off top, straight off top. I think that's the best way to tell it. Because I mean, I don't see the purpose of any editing. I think I am capable of explaining it enough. I'm pretty sure. So I was working in a very, I guess you could say, toxic environment, right? I want to, in fact, I'm not going to even say that. I'm going to say it's been everywhere I've worked for the past 10 years. Literally everywhere. There's always been some sort of double standards, passive aggressiveness, attitudes, lies, flat out lies. I could ignore all the rest, but there's one thing I hate most of all, and that's people that lie. And I'm talking about people that just simply, they ain't got nothing else better to talk about themselves, so they got to make something up about somebody. I'm not even talking about me. I'm not saying that a lie was made up about me. Even though it was, that's not where I'm getting though. It has happened. It's happened to me a couple times. If somebody just doesn't like you where you're working and they decide to make a lie up. Like, I literally had a woman, I was working on an assembly line one time. This is about 5 years ago. Maybe 7. 5, 6, 7 years ago. 6, 7 years ago, maybe. I don't know. I was working on an assembly line. And I was working the cutter. The thing that cut the items. Because I don't want to, I'm not putting anybody on blast. I'm just talking in generalizations here. And it wasn't cutting right. The timing was off or something, and I kept getting all this rework, and I kept having to, redo it, reset it up, and the timing was just off. It wasn't cutting right. I cussed at the cutter. I said, "Fucking cutter." This woman, who I know, and she's scandalous as fuck. She's like an ex-meth head type bitch. This bitch came back late. Listen to me. This is how dirty people are. She came back late off of a break. They gave her shit about it, so she decides to make up a lie and say that she was in the bathroom crying because I called her a fucking cunt. Okay, let's say she actually did think I called her a fucking cunt. Woman, you are in your at least early 40s. You can't take a word. You had to go in the bathroom and cry. I don't even know you. Why would I even call you a cunt? It doesn't even matter. And then the boss asked me, the manager at the time, when they confronted me about it, like I did something wrong. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And then it just came down to, did you cuss? Did you cuss at all? They asked me. I said, yeah, I was cussing at, I was saying the fucking cutter. I was cussing at the fucking cutter, not her. And they're like, just go. Just go. I never went back. You know why? Because if you ain't gonna listen to, if you're a manager, you ain't even gonna listen to me, I can't work for you. I can't work for you. And I'm like that with everybody. I draw the line in the sand with everybody. It don't matter where the fuck it's at. I have confronted all kinds of people. It don't matter if you confront them either. It don't matter. Because people don't listen. They don't listen. They don't care. You want to know why? He talk about, did you even cuss at all? These motherfuckers cuss constantly. These motherfuckers walk around cussing people out. And these are the managers. Get over here, motherfuckers. Literally just F word this, F word that. See what I mean about the double standards? That's just one example. I could literally go on for days. But the last place where I was employed, instead of giving the GM position to somebody that was actually qualified, and even though we passed the inspection, and I still think if it wasn't for me, because the manager at the time was telling me, don't talk to him, don't talk to him. And I can visibly see that the guy was getting irritated because nobody was talking to him. Nobody would talk to him. First of all, that shows terrible customer service. Even though he's not a customer, he's an inspector, I'm sure he still wanted some sort of introduction to the store by somebody, some sort of professionalism. And I'm not even a manager. And I came up to the guy and started talking to him like, hey man, how's it going, man? You know, just like he's any regular person. They were all telling me, don't talk to him, don't talk to him. I swear to God, if everybody would have just kept running from him and not talking to him, we would have failed because he was looking for anything. So what I did, I picked up you know what I'm saying, a bucket, and cleaning stuff, and I followed right behind him. Anything he pointed at or said or did, I said, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And we passed. In other words, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have passed because everybody was ignoring him. And he was visibly getting irritated by it. And I saw it. Only to get shit on in the end. I got lied on again. Like again, I don't care about the passive aggressive. I can ignore all that crap. Passive aggressiveness, double standards, whatever. That's everywhere. People are just hypocrites nowadays. That's just what the fuck it is. I've learned to accept it. Everybody's fucked up. And if you're a white dude, especially nowadays, you're the most hated individual right now. That's just a fact, period. I've learned that. They, instead of giving the general management position to somebody that actually deserved it and actually had 13 years under her belt, somebody that I could actually work with, somebody that actually listened, and somebody that actually cared enough, and I could actually communicate with. That was my biggest problem there, was the communication. They bring this woman in, black woman. I'm not saying it means anything, I'm just saying I think the description speaks for itself. But, because do I really need to go there? Do I really need to pull up a gang of content to prove how scandalous they could be? This bitch literally made up a lie and turned the whole store against me and said that I called the city, and reported things that were going on there. What? I never called nobody. And I'm like, man, I ain't gotta put up with this shit, you know, because I went in there every day and I literally would put 120% into everything. That's just the way I am, man. I put 120% into everything I do. Everything. Because the rest of the motherfuckers ain't doing nothing but just standing around on their goddamn phones anyway. These kids ain't worth a shit. It used to be the other way around, man, when I was growing up. And the older people had the easier jobs, and the young motherfuckers are the ones that had to do all the bullshit. Tell me why it's the other way around now. This man, they hired a man This guy, I'm not even kidding you. This man was just trying, because the economy's hard right now. Everybody's struggling, right? Just that's the same reason why I had to work there. This man was almost 70 something years old, having to deal with a bunch of kids and shit. Was showing signs of dementia. They had him doing the craziest bullshit, man. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, why do you got that old man lifting shit like that, man? What's wrong with y'all? I think when it all started, where it all started, and this is all it took. I disagreed one time. I just simply disagreed with the district manager, and I'm gonna tell you why. One day after another inspection, previous inspection, before the last one that we passed, he comes in. He's giving everybody a pep talk like he cared and shit, talking about, oh man, all you gotta do is call me. Every time I called the dude, he never answered me. That dude never gave a fuck. He never gave a fuck about nothing. Never returned my calls, ever. He come in trying to give everybody a pep talk, I guess. And he comes over to my area and he says, this guy right here, this guy's got the most important job of the whole store. Because otherwise, if it wasn't for him, nothing would get done. He, out of his own face, said that. I disagreed with him. I said, you know what, man, I don't agree. I said, everybody plays their part. Everybody has an important role to play here. And if everybody didn't do their part, then none of this would work. I challenged his thinking. Bam. As soon as that happened, shit show ever since, right? He was a kid. He couldn't take the fact that he got challenged. His thinking got challenged. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. I can't work for people like that. Can't do it. If you're unable to comprehend and listen and comprehend what people are saying and have critical thinking behind you, instead of all this passive aggressive crap and stirring the... What do you think it does when you tell the whole crew that this guy's job's the most important out of all your jobs? It creates dissent. It creates animosity. It creates division. It's divisive. It creates hatred. It'll make people hate on you. That's why I disagreed with it right then and there, because I didn't want nobody to get it twisted, having them thinking that I was thinking that I had the most important job either, because I definitely wasn't going to agree to that. It's because that's bullshit. And that's coming from a district manager. If you're it's like, how do these people get in these positions, man? And they have zero critical thinking skills at all. And zero leadership skills. Zero. All he was doing was sowing more division in the store. My last straw is when he sent me home and said I was dividing the store. I was causing a problem. Wait a minute. I thought you said I was Fascinating how that works. I went from the most important job to I'm hurting the store. That's when I had it. I was done. And then after the lie, and so I got a GM lying on me. I got a DM that hates me just because I disagreed with him one time. One time. You people are intolerable. You are intolerant of anybody's opinions. You can't take it when somebody disagrees with you. If I was in that position, I would never tell somebody that their job is more important than somebody else's. Everybody has an important role to play. Even your dumbasses. You gotta have your dumbasses to run a fucking store. Or whatever the fuck it is. A restaurant, a factory, whatever. You still need your dumbasses. It is what it is. You gotta fill the space somehow. It's like that everywhere though now. And it's gotten so bad, dude, that I mean, as a white man, good luck getting a job anywhere right now. And if you do, good luck holding on to it. Because you're probably going to have some Gen Z turd as a DM or a GM.